It's Saturday, and it rained last night, so I'm going to take advantage of that and continue my gardening experiment. And in Wisconsin, we have such a short summer that you have to take advantage of any type of weather that it's decent out. You get outside. And I used to work at a landscaper, and one big mistake that everyone did is the very first time they saw good weather in Wisconsin, they would go buy all their plants, stick them in, only to have it snow the next week. So a good rule of thumb is wait until Memorial Day. That's usually the safe time to start planting. So this is the week before Memorial Day, and I am prepping for our garden this year. Mark and I decided to try an experiment last year, and it was the, I don't know, are we gardeners type of experiment. And I didn't get that answer because last year was kind of strange. It was very wet. And it wasn't like flooding or anything. It was just very nice. We got pretty steady rain every other day. So I didn't even have to turn on my sprinkler more than twice. So I didn't get, according to other people, I didn't get a true experiment of how much work or time that a garden takes. But I can tell you one thing, I sure did enjoy coming out and being able to pick a fresh salad out of my garden. And it was nothing to brag about. I mean, you could see it. It was just a small container garden. So this year I am going to expand it a little bit by adding 2 sections in the ground, because there's certain plants that are too big. They expand and they would take up too much room in my container garden. Like, as much as I hate it, I think I'm going to stick kale in, because I like to grind that up in either a protein smoothie or otherwise hide it in my salad so I can't see it, because I know how good it is for you. So I'm probably going to do that, and maybe even broccoli, but we'll see. So what I'm doing right now, and this is why I got out here early on a Saturday, is it rained last night, so my ground is a perfect temp and condition to do this. So I broke up, you can see, I'm trying to break up this sod, and I'll use, it's super easy. It takes a little bit of muscle, but I like a good workout. So all I did is take my shovel and create little rows so that I can mix it more in. You obviously can get a sod cutter and everything like that, but these are such small sections that I'm not gonna hassle. And then I simply take the chunk out, because I want to make sure all my roots are gone. Otherwise I'm planting just another section of grass and weeds, and that's not the goal. So I'm going to bring this to the yard waste later. Actually, I'll probably make Mark come with me next week. He's off fishing, so he'll owe me a little bit of labor. But one tip though I was going to say is, if you see, when you take your sections out, if you see any earthworms, make sure you try and preserve some of that soil, because if you see a good earthworm, that means that they are super happy with their soil condition. So it's worth saving. But the very first thing you do before even lifting up your shovel is you gotta call Digger's Hotline if you don't know your yard, because it could be quite a shocking experience for you, and I don't want that. So it's always safety first. I know my yard because I've gotten Digger's Hotline several times, so I know exactly where my underground is. 2.5 hours later, I got my 2 areas ready, and I just thought I'd give an update. So this bottom side, the side I showed you before, that's going to be an extension of our little garden, but I'm going to plant a few things in the ground. But really the idea was to make cutting lawn easier for both of us. So I'm going to treat this soil, because I I noticed it's not quite a rich texture that I want. So I'm going to treat that soil before I do anything. And that's my next step. And Mark, if you're watching this, surprise, we are expanding the garden a bit, but he'll be fine. And then the other thing is on this side, same deal. It was awful to cut lawn and to get in all those nooks and crannies that I mentioned. So I went ahead and felt motivated to clear this area out too, and I'm just going to fill that in with mulch right now, because eventually this will be probably a butterfly garden for attracting a lot of nice pretty butterflies, and maybe even some cut flowers. So you know I like to arrange flowers, and that'll be kind of cute next to my bench that my brothers made me. So I just thought I'd show you that update. So yeah, it took about 2.5 hours to get rid of all that sod and everything. I think I work harder than the average bear though, so allow yourself a couple more hours than that. But I wanted to also mention that it's important to always be open to obstacles when you're doing a project. This is why so many people get frustrated, because they expect it to go perfect, but it never does. So I wanted to show you two things. I thought I would surprise Mark and bring the trailer over here and load it up with all that sod, so that's one less thing we have to do before bringing it to the yard waste next week. But here's the dilemma. I got it all loaded up and everything looks neat, but it's so heavy I can't budge my trailer now. So Mark, I'm sorry about that, but you're gonna have to help me. We might have to drive the SUV over here and hook it up. So that's obstacle number one. But this one is kind of an unexpected surprise. I went to check on my actual garden soil and found some unexpected, uninvited house guests that I will be serving an eviction notice by next weekend when we're ready to plant. But I didn't expect to find 6 baby bunnies. There's 3 there, 2 there, and another one over there. So we got 6 little baby bunnies we have to relocate, because I need this area to plant, and they're not going to live here. I'm not going to be planting them a smorgasbord of lettuce and veggies for them to snack on every night. So they need to go, but that'll be good bonding for Mark and I, because we'll probably have to go release them somewhere. But right now I'm going to kind of put things on hold. I'll probably just finish my mulch and then give you an update later. But if not, have yourself a great Saturday. Bye bye.